Welcome to the channel that reps the motherland. Subscribe if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African lifestyler.
I actually had a great experience in Liberia. Business opportunity is tremendous. Oh my God, you're gonna love it. The business opportunity there is huge because Liberia is like a virgin country, right? There's not a lot of things. There are not a lot of entrepreneurs or people who have a lot of money to be able to create some stuff. So if you're in the United States, when you go back to Liberia, you're gonna have a great time because if you're somebody who's you see opportunity, you're gonna love it even more. I seen like people was building houses, so it motivated me to actually want to build something for myself and like for a legacy because I'm like, okay, I'm from this country, I might as well create something that I can have a stem on it because this is what I was born. This is where my family's from. You can really go there and do you don't have to have a lot, but like when you go there, you can create something for yourself.
I do think it's really important as a Black person to go somewhere so that if you're experiencing things, it's not necessarily because you're Black, right? And I know that it sounds really simple, but you'll just feel completely differently, mm-hmm. right? You will still experience, obviously, types of discrimination, people not understanding you, cultural clashes or whatever, but it will never be because you're Black,
right?
And
the visual piece of being Black, it does not matter.
Like you just innately being yourself won't be it. People will have stereotypes based on nationalities, mm-hmm. etc. But it just will never be because of that. And it's so important, I feel, to be somewhere where you're not in the minority, where you have examples around you. Like the president's Black, everybody's Black.
But so it's an ecosystem of Blackness.
It's an ecosystem of Blackness, and there are no specific associations with what Blackness really means. So as a result of it, we tend not to think about it as much.
Right.
And that really frees up space in your mind to think about other things.
Yeah,
right?
it opens the compartments of your mind to start fishing into things that you would never have thought about before. Yeah. Because you had that big weight and burden off your shoulders of just being Black. It's a ploy to have people open their eyes to the continent. Yeah. ECOWAS, East Africa, South Africa, there's so many regions, and I feel each region of Africa has their own style, right?
Very different.
Very different. But I think just letting people know that once you free up your mind of not having that baggage of being Black, I think it opens a huge opportunity
you can breathe. And I would like to say that if we don't work together, nothing will ever happen, right? I know that, you're American, and American individualism is a beautiful thing in some respects, but I like our culture and the idea of everyone being responsible for each other.
Right.
And I think just generally speaking, the diaspora and also the continent as a whole, if we could really come together and really think about solving our problems in ways that we can realize our dreams without necessarily being dependent on others to see our value.
Exactly.
That would be a wonderful thing.
Yeah. So I think that is a big part of the puzzle, that we cannot fight each other when we have all of the rest of the world, the West, against us. We need to come together as Black people, African Americans. We just all need to end those beefs, end those ties, and come together. I think that's the first step. Let's take out the lines of division that have been drawn.
This is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing. My family is doing. We're trying very hard to go back home. Prepare yourself to go back home, because we all got to do that. We all got to prepare ourselves. This is not where we're from. I wasn't born here. I was born in West Africa, Liberia, in my homeland, and that's where I want to go back home to, because here we're just wasting our time. Here we're in the corporate capitalist slavery, where you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you put in your 8 hours or your 12 hours or your doubles or your triples or whatever it is, just so you can be able to pay your rent, pay your car note, pay your mortgage, your water bill, electric, and then people don't understand that back home. I mean, I hope one day that a lot of them will get to come so they can learn, and I hope they don't choose to stay. They should learn, and then whatever you learn, take it back home and help your country, because they need you. Africa needs us. If everybody leaves and say, oh, you know what, they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have, I have kids and their healthcare system is terrible and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, healthcare system is terrible, but at the end of the day, I was born there, you were probably born there too, and you survived, and I'm sure your kids will be just fine. And also, you need to understand they have other people who way better than us when it comes to money and power. And they're there. So if they can do it, why the hell can't we do it? It's our home, and we need to go and take over. We need to go and develop and bring everything that is necessary. Because if we don't do it, somebody else will, and then we are going to go there, and then we're going to see that our country has turned into something that we don't even recognize, and we're not even a part of it. And things are going to get more expensive. You're not going to be able to afford land. You're not going to be able to afford building materials, labor, all that stuff. Because right now the country is cheap, so everything is cheap. So go there now, spend your money. Don't go on too much pleasure. Don't go spend too much time with doing other things that cost a lot of money, or go there acting like you're some kind of billionaire that just arrived. Take that money and invest it into the country, invest it into your people, and invest it in yourself. Because you owe yourself that. We can all sit here and talk politics. And in the day, what are we doing? What are you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing to change that circumstance? What am I doing to change that situation? Long time we've been in this country, and life hasn't gotten any better. It's not going to. We're all living on that dream and hope that one day we're going to strike it rich, or we're going to win the lottery, or we're going to get some kind of money some kind of way. And time is going. Time is going. I think the next phase of my life, I need to get out of this place, because this place, it's a great country. It gives you a lot of opportunities. But the same way it gives it to you, the same way it's taking it to you. It's taking it from you. And life here, we all know, life can change in an instant. 1 minute you're good, the next minute something terrible happened, and now you got to spend more money to get yourself out of it. But if you go back home, you can control situation. You can live a certain kind of way. You can choose how you want to live your life, especially if you prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Make it a goal. Make it a goal and say, listen, I'm going to go back home within the next 5 years. I'm going to go back home within the next 10 years. Not going home to visit. No. Go back home to stay. Go back home to stay. You can come to America. You can come and go as you please. Your children will get old enough. You can send them here to go to school, go to college, or do whatever they want to do. But at the end of the day, go back home where you know that your dollar is worth more. Your effort is worth more. You will be appreciated because you will be part of the reconstruction of your country. Wherever in Africa, go back home. Go back home and start something. Please. Get yourself ready for home. Get yourself ready for home. Whatever you've learned, which I'm sure you've learned a lot, take it back and share. Take it back and implement it.
Thanks for tuning in. Share your thoughts by commenting and keep repping the motherland.